In this video, we will discuss about the measurement process in the advanced mode. As you can see in the window, our format is advanced and we have selected the group test group which we were using for this demonstration. If you remember in the previous sections, we have created the parameters for this group. We have created the join types. We have created the rules and we have also created a component template called a test component, and in that we have defined two joins for this component, and this is our component. As discussed before, there are a lot of joints in this component and each joint belong to a joint type. Here for demonstration purpose we have only created two joints and we have defined the what are the rules applicable for this joint as well as the sheet thickness. Now we are going to do the measurement for a component of this type. Here also we will do the process, the interface and the navigation is same for a basic mode and an advanced mode. Here also we will first create a sample. If you see here, in the basic mode also we created a sample which is in the basic mode. Here we are creating a fresh sample. We are adding a sample. We are selecting the component. We are selecting a shift 1, and my machine is sync default. So this is my sample which I am going to measure. Sample created successfully. I will select it. Remember, in advanced mode we create a joint entry for each joints in a sample. We have created two, so it is listed here. If you see the image, we have not captured an image and we have not measured it, so both status is no. First we will select the first, we will select a magnification. Then next, here also if we have a camera and a microscope, we will be playing the camera. You will see a video here and we will snap the image, which will load the image into this right pane window under the images tab. Since this demonstration doesn't cover a microscope and camera, we are loading an image. So we will load an image. We'll give you a window. Here what we will do, load another image. So it will appear as an icon in the images tab. I will give a single click. You can see that the base metal thickness which you have set in the master is automatically populated. Welded metal thickness is automatically populated from the master. Your main thickness and mag thickness, as per the formula you have set in the joints type definition, it is populated. Now we have set two rules. If you remember, we have set two rules for this joint. 0 to 3 mm, rule 1. If it is greater than 3 mm, rule 2. So since this is minimum sheet thickness is falls under 0 to 3 mm, rule 1 is selected. So your cutoff is 10%, 90%. If you see here, the rule 1 is applied here. Now if you want to simulate a situation where you want to select the rule 2, all you need to do is change the thickness to 5. If I am changing the thickness to 5, what happens? Now the min sheet thickness will be 4. Between 4 and 5, the min sheet thickness will become 4. So if you remember, rule 1 is for minimum sheet thickness between 0 and 3 mm. If the minimum sheet thickness is greater than 3 mm, rule 2 will be selected. So when rule 2 is selected, you can also see that the specifications or the cutoff values which were calculated by the system in the background. If you see, These values were calculated by the system in the background. The rules were selected by the system automatically depending on your entry criteria in the background. Now if I am change and entering, if you see values got changed because in rule 2 my cutoff was 20% of minimum sheet thickness. So 20% of 4 is 0.8. This is 70% of minimum sheet thickness. So all these values got updated accordingly. If I am changing back to, let's say, 2, between 2 and 4 the minimum sheet thickness becomes 2. That means my rule 1 will be selected. The values get changed automatically. This is the advantage with our system. If you look at this from a user point of view, he doesn't know what is a rule, he doesn't know what is minimum sheet thickness, he doesn't know anything about the derived parameters or the formula set on this, he doesn't know anything about the entry criteria for different rules or how many rules even set for this component. 2 rules or 3 rules or 5 rules. The system does everything in the background. It is totally transparent to the user. So, since there is no user involvement in selecting the rule or applying the rule conditions or converting it into actual values, the chances for an user error is 0. Now we will put it back the sheet thickness to the actual original value of 3 mm. So these are my cutoffs. You see here in the rule we have set as 10% of minimum sheet thickness. At that point we don't know what is the minimum sheet thickness. We don't know what is the cutoff value. When I open this image of this joint, since we have set 3 mm and 4 mm as the two sheet thicknesses, it will automatically populate the sheet thickness, which will trigger the minimum sheet thickness calculation, which in turn will trigger the rule selection. How many rules, whether is there any rule set, if there's a rule set, if there are multiple rules, which rule should be selected. Depending on that, the system in the background will select the rule and apply the rule. This way we get our cutoff values. So the cutoff values were decided at runtime and it is dynamic. A rule is converted into actual values at the runtime and totally transparent to the user, and system does all the decision makings in the background. This is an unique feature of WellDye from QS Metrology, which you cannot find in any of our competitor systems. Now our next step is to the measurement. The measurement process is same as what we have seen in the basic mode. We have the same set of tools: line, circle, arc, curve, closed curve, angle and point. We have the color selections, whatever the color you want to put here. The date and time of the image will come automatically here. If you want to change the color of this, you double click on this one. You can change the color, let's say to green. The color is changed to green. If you want to make the size bigger, again double click on this one, make the size to. Such editing possibilities are possible. These features are available in the basic mode also. You can edit and change the color and font of the text and objects that you draw on the screen as part of the boundary definition. Here also, if you look at this is a T joint. I'm going to measure. This is the penetration on the base metal. This is the penetration on the welded metal. So I'm going to define a line here. Ask for the color. I'm selecting a red color. Now I'm in the line mode. I'll open a zoom window. I'll magnify my mouse point and I will select 2 points. Here also, for defining this boundary, I will use the same strategy. Since this is a parallel, both edges are parallel, first I will define a line here. Now I will cancel the mode and I will drag this line to this point. So I get this boundary. There are two options as mentioned before. Either I can define a curve or I can define a point. We will use same strategies here. I will define a curve here for this penetration. Right click. I can define a deep point here, or I can use the same mechanism as curve. It's up to you. Now this is the leg length part. I define another point where the bead ends here for leg 2. Throat is the midpoint of this. So I had defined my boundaries. I close the zoom window. Now I'm going to compute. The process is same. I have both options. I can compute and select my boundaries, or I can do a direct measurement. So we will select compute. I select L1 and U1 and I select the longest distance. System will automatically calculate 1.264 mm is the distance, and it is greater than your cutoff value. You can drag it to your corner. Now if this is not visible, you can change the color. You can make it bold. So the percentage is automatically calculated because we have defined this formula in the joint type. We have defined percentage as division of this by minimum sheet thickness. So actually 1.264 divided by 3 into 100. Similarly, if you are measuring depth 2, it will be L2 and P1. Again, if you see, it is 1.61 divided by minimum sheet thickness into 100. So here I got the percentage penetration, 53%. If you want, you can drag to the side. Make it as bold, or if you want, you can change the color to green. Subtle. Similarly, you can measure the leg, actual throat penetration, all the parameters. There are also additional features, like if you want a comment, you can right click, add text. There are some features like you can specify arrows. So these features are available both in the basic mode as well as advanced mode. You can add comments in the image. You can add any number of comments. You can change the color and font of the boundaries you define. If you want to measure an angle between this, you can use an angle tool. Select 3 points. You can define an angle. If you want to make any alterations to the angle, you can go to the edge. You can move the angles, or if you want to reduce the angle, I can do. So using the mouse, you can any objects, a line, circle, arc, or curve, anything. You can move, change the position. You can change this line position, or if you want to change the orientation of the line, you can do that also. Any objects like circle, curve, arc, or anything, it is editable. You can change the orientation, reduce the size, etc. So this way you can define all 2D measurements. You can define all the boundaries and do all the 2D measurements.